What is it, Wednesday? What is it? There.
Father, it was terrible. They killed him.
Mr. Hilliard?
The dragon.
What dragon? Who killed the dragon?
A knight in shining armor. He killed the dragon.
I can't believe anyone would kill a dragon.
Poor defenseless dragon.
That isn't all. You ought to hear some of the other stories in her book.
Let me see that, darling. Grimm's Fairy Tales. What a lovely name, Grimm. How could he write such terrible stories?
He must be sick. I understand, Pugsley, that you and Harold engaged in a little tiff this afternoon.
All I did was tear his jacket a little. You tore my family crest. Well, you wouldn't have got a sock in the eye if you hadn't said your family was better than our family. Our family is better. It is not.
Children. I think you ought to apologize to Harold.
I'm sorry I punched you in the eye, Harold.
She must have hit him while his back was turned.
In the eye?
Quick, on his bed.
Well, I guess Wednesday's really gone.
Someday, when she's slaving away in a tuna cannery, she may remember the life of ease she had in this lovely home.
Ragged, penniless, her little fingers bleeding from the tuna cans, she may return and say she's sorry.
And when that happens, we'll take her back. If we have room.
If they have room.
Come, my dear. Let's go down and remove her pictures from the family album. Pugsley, Wednesday, why aren't you in bed?
I thought we put you to bed hours ago.
We couldn't sleep. It's so nice and gloomy. This is the best storm since lightning put the short circuit in Uncle Fester. Remember all those red, white, and blue flashes coming from his head?
It was a beautiful sight, wasn't it?
Why, Wednesday? I didn't expect you until the morning.
Nobody home in the neighborhood?
I told her to wear a nice ghost get-up.
He probably scared people to death with that horrible costume.
I didn't scare anyone. Pugsley's still out trying.
What's wrong? Didn't you have a good time?
I had lots of fun.
Oh, darling. Oh, what's this? Tears on our very own holiday? Why, all those nice witches and goblins flying around.
That's just it. They told us there weren't any witches.
What?
What fiend uttered that vile canard?
Mr. Thompson across the street.
What a terrible thing to tell a child.
He should be horsewhipped.
If I were a horse, I'd whip him.
Well, I guess I better go up to bed. If you can't believe in witches, what can you believe in?
Oh, Gomez.
Poor little Wednesday. One careless remark and the child's ideals are crushed.
Hello, Father.
Ah, children, home from, where are you home from? Oh, yes, you're home from school. How are things down at the old brain factory?
Are you sure you want to know?
Certainly. We're your parents. Aren't we?
Of course we are, darling. Look at the family resemblance.
Now, what seems to be the difficulty? A little problem in trigonometry, calculus, nuclear fission? Anything I can't handle, your mother can.
It's not that at all. It's these books they make us read.
Oh? Oh, I do hope they're not teaching you about the birds and the bees.
Yes, plenty of time for that later. On the other hand...
Come on, children.
Hello, Mother. Hello, Father.
Ah, children.
Hello, darlings.
Look at these books they gave us to read in school. A treasury of mean witches, evil giants, wicked goblins, and other bedtime stories by Morticia Addams. Mother, how could you? Yuck.
Children, please, watch your language. Besides, your mother didn't write those, I did.
Gomez, you?
Children, please go play with your spiders. Pugsley! Wednesday! Darling, your children are here to see you.
Hello, children.
Poor little things. You haven't seen your mother in days, have you?
Sure, we've seen her. She's been right there chopping on those rocks.
How true. You little youngsters, feeling lonely and neglected. You've come to plead with your mother to come back to you.
No, we were just on our way to the kitchen.
You hear that? Not only lonely and neglected, but starving, too.
Starving? Nonsense, darling. There's plenty of cold yak in the refrigerator.
Querida, it's 3 in the morning.
Oh, yes. Cold yak might upset their stomachs. Heat it up, dear.
Children, tell your mother what it's been like the last few days without her.
We've been having a ball. We've been staying up all night.
Oh? Well, just make sure you sleep late in the morning.
Darling, they can't sleep late in the morning. They have to go to school.
We haven't been to school in days.
Do you hear that? They haven't been to school in days.
But, Father, it's vacation.
Come on, Pugsley. Let's go in the kitchen and finish the fudge.
Wednesdays in love, Wednesdays in love.
Now you stop that, Pugsley.
It's not nice to tease your sister, darling.
Besides, she's been taking judo lessons. See what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Very becoming. I like the style. Still, dressing isn't everything when it comes to pleasing a young man. A young lady has to know all the latest steps. So, Thing, if you don't mind. That's it. By George, I think you've got it. What? Just in case the dance doesn't work, try this.
Well, darling, I'm afraid you're going to have to forget about Robespierre.
Forget? I've already forgotten. He wouldn't even play with Pugsley's octopus.
That just proves it. He's not our type.
Poor boy. But as you yourself say, darling, children are products of their environment.
You ready, Pugsley?
Ready, sir.
To improve the American landscape. Back to nature.
Beautiful, Gomez, beautiful. Uncle Fester, please, dear. Not now. Later. We have a little problem.
We caught the boy exercising.
Well, what's wrong with that? Girls like guys with V figures. The only trouble is, mine's upside down.
Now, Pugsley, dear, a man's charm comes from inner strength, not from outer bulges. Look at your father. Did you ever see a better example of inner strength?
And the whole thing without a single push-up, pull-up, sit-up, sweat-up. The entire thing accomplished through the sheer glory of Zen Yogi.
Zen Yogi has made your father what he is today. That plus the sheer beauty of his soul.
Querida.
Darling. Now, let's have no more talk of biceps and triceps. If you want to be a really attractive man, do as your father does.
Okay, Mother. I'll try.
Darling.
Nothing ever happens in history except names and dates.
Yeah, they never tell us anything interesting, like how many heads they chopped off in the French Revolution.
That's the trouble with the schools. They just don't make these executions come alive.
But, darlings, we're going to change all that.
Pugsley, we've come to a decision.
We've decided, no matter how bizarre it may seem, we're going to let you go to work.
Whoopee!
Now, Pugsley, you've been taught to watch your language.
Now, naturally, you'll need a job in keeping with your heritage and social status. I have it, a shipping magnate.
You like shipping, dear?
Last time I was on a ship, I got sick.
Better idea, astronaut.
I don't think so, dear. If he got sick on a boat, imagine what would happen up in that capsule.
If you don't mind, I'd like to find my own job.
Reminds me of Cousin Goop. There was a fellow who really knew how to look for a job. Never found one. Pugsley, if you're bound to work, I'll let you manage my mango plantation. Oh, it's in Brazil. We'd miss you.
No, I said I was going to find my own job, and I'm going to.
The lad has determination. All right, querida. Count up to 10.
Are you ready?
Hmm?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I want to work for my money.
That boy's falling in with the wrong crowd.
Well, darlings, I must admit your first job was a smashing success.
See ya.
Where are you going?
We're going to put in for unemployment.
And Social Security.
Don't you think you're rushing things a bit?
Your mother is absolutely right. It'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Sure is pretty.
A dazzler.
Sure has changed.
Well, darling, you have to remember, she's a lot older now.
I wish she was still as pretty.
She is, except now it's on the inside.
On the inside?
I'll show you. There. You ever see anything more beautiful than that?
Why on earth would the principal scold you?
Search us. We were just showing the kids how to shoot dynamite caps.
Well, it seems harmless enough. At least they weren't frittering away their time with marbles.